Well, we, of course, after we signed ourselves up, we signed up the first meter we signed up was for our building. And then we signed the second meter up, which is our house. In that process of signing up our house, of course, we had to go through all the certifications, all that other stuff, and we signed ourselves up and became a customer. And we had done the analysis. We were saving on a February bill that we did it off of. We were going to save about $250. During the summer months, our bills, like Miss Catrice, would range anywhere between $750 to $950 per month. So we got signed up as a customer. We started attending Zoom. Well, my wife did. I told her I'd support her, but I was too busy. And you can tell I'm too busy right now on a Zoom. So yes, it took about a month, but I'm here. She's pretty persistent. So anyways, about 2 weeks into the business, Sam Miller started telling us about the battery, this battery, this battery, this battery. And I was thinking, oh yeah, solar panels, and oh yeah, scams, and oh yeah, my God, I'm locked in for 30 years, and what kind of, okay, and you can imagine where my thought process went. And here's my wife on the other end thinking, what if these batteries, like Tesla cars, catch on fire on the side of my house, and they just, the fire department can't put them out, now my house burns down, and it just reignites, and so we're just spiraling. And of course, we done signed up and, got our names put in, and we get the contract, and we're driving Josh crazy. Over 2 weeks, we read the contract. I sent you a text message, Tony, and said, what is the name of this battery so I can independently research it, because I have got to quiet myself down and quiet my wife down. And I've come to find out a ton of information about the batteries, the fire suppression system that's built into each and every battery. That's one of the leaders on the market, how it'd been over in Europe for over however many years, and all of this information, these details. And then we started reading the contract. And I had to read it 3 or 4 times because, see, my wife had a friend of hers whose dad put solar panels on his house, and then he passed away. And she's now unable to sell the house because nobody wants to buy it. Solar panel company won't let her out of it. She's locked in, stuck with a second house. Big mess. As we're reading the contract, we come to find out that's not the case with the battery at all. All of my fears were alleviated. All of her fears were alleviated. So after about the 70-second text message from Josh saying, are you going to sign this? Here, I've sent you an updated one. Are you signing this? Is this happening? Because we were back and forth with tons of questions. We signed it. And within about 2 weeks, I think it was, we had the battery on the side of our house. So it seems like that's a whole lot of event, a whole lot of commotion and everything else. Well, it's on the side of our house. We don't go over there for a whole lot unless we're going to get some grapes off the grapevine and mowing the grass. I don't see the batteries, don't think about the batteries, don't look at the batteries, I don't know when our house is running off the battery or off the grid. I have no concept, no clue. And so I'm sitting on the back porch about a month and a half after we had the batteries.
That's time.
Now the fans are running, the pool, the fountain is running on the pool, and the lights are on, and I can see through the double patio doors that the TV's on, wife's in the kitchen cooking, doing whatever she's on the phone. And I get this text message from Centerpoint that says, we notice a power interruption, blah, 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 at your address. Like I said, all that's still on. I hear the noise of the pool running, and it's just peaceful and enjoying it. And I didn't think nothing about it. Went on with what I was doing. About 20 minutes later, I get another text message that pops up on my phone that says, service has been restored at the address. And now, Tony, that made me interested because I'm thinking, surely, is this a crazy text? The first one, maybe it was a mistake. The second one, they're selling. So I go in the house and I look at my wife and interrupt her on her phone call. Not a phone call, she's cooking. And I asked her, I said, babe, power go off in here? And she turns around, and the look on her face, I had to ask her to tone the volume of her facial expression down a little bit, because when I asked her the second time, she's like, there ain't no power going off. I could tell you if the power went off. The lights are on. I'd know, right? And about that time, we both had an aha moment. And we realized, and we both said at the same time, the battery. And Tony, I I was already standing up, but I jumped a little bit and I took off running out the front door because I had never, up to that point in time, been able to catch the battery powering our house. I'd forgot about it. And I took a picture of the display screen that said 99%. And you'd have thought I was a kid in a candy store. I created 7 text messages, sent it out, signed up 2 EAs because of it. I told him, I said, finally caught it, and told the whole story. Now, my wife, while I'm outside coming back in, she picks up her phone and has received 5 text messages from neighbors asking, how do y'all still have power and we don't?